What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing Cypher best cameras, tripwires, and cages areas that we can put on the map. We're going to start with the defensive side, and then we're going to make our way to the offensive side to see what spots are best to place your cameras, and what spots are best to place your tripwires and stuff like that. So let's start off with A. So make our way to A. First, you want to buy stuff. You're not going to be doing this the first time. Most likely, when you're your first round of defending, you're gonna want to just, what I like to do is just place the camera on this side so I can watch A long, and then I can tell the entire team, hey, everyone's coming A because they're on lobby, right? So hold on, once this pushes up, start. If you do have a trap, I like to place a trap here.
This should do.
Let me see, push up this direction. God, this is so long. And then I'll put a camera right there. I can watch A lobby, right? I can watch A lobby, and then I can just, tell the entire team, hey, everyone's pushing A lobby. Rotate, rotate. What you can also do is a really good trick here, if you're staying back, is stand on this belt buckle, look at the first tooth, and then throw your camera or throw your cage. It's gonna get on top of this box. This is really cool because if you stand back here and you activate the cage, you can see people's feet who are rotating this direction, who are moving out, so you can just shoot them from there, because you know exactly where they are at this point. And then you can also do this direction right here too. So throw it on here. There you go. And then when you're on this side, if you're camping this side,
Cage triggered.
put it down, and then you can also, if you duck, you can see they're moving in this direction. So that's really cool. That's super key. I'm trying to see any other spots of defensive, but no, that's pretty much it for defending. Put a tripwire here. A lot of them are gonna do that.
30 seconds
They push
left.
up this direction, they're gonna hit it. Most of the time, they shoot this out. So I'd say save this and try to find a better spot. Like you can do it like this side right here. That's actually a really good one right there. That's pretty much it for that side. You can also do this direction too, I think. No, it's too
10
far
seconds
out.
left.
It's too far out. You can put it there. Generally, you want to put a tripwire anywhere that they're coming in. You don't have to put it in back here because it's kind of unnecessary. They're coming from. No one's really going to come from this direction unless everyone on your team that it's on B or C dies. Then you can just go ahead and try to hit that corner off. But that doesn't make any sense because if they're going to be doing that, they're going to be rotating to B or C, the other team. So you're kind of stuck there. So again, when you're coming in from this direction, if you have two cages, the best thing you can do to defend it, stand on the belt buckle, look at the teeth, and then gets on there. And that's perfect too, because that's right on the edge. And then if you're going to hit on this direction,
I
what
will
you want
find
to do
this
is
goes
throw
here.
that there, and then you're good. Then, I like to put a trap here. Oh, and don't forget the camera on this side. This is critical for your team, for some information that's coming in. Watch a lobby if they're pushing in. If they're not pushing in, you want to go in. Most of the time when you're pushing in this direction, you're going to want to be very careful because a lot of them are going to be holding B window, the enemy team, or check your corners too as well. Some of them are they're sometimes stuck in this corner, and then sometimes they'll just be holding B window and then just wait for you there. I've gotten sniped a couple times from people at that corner because I didn't clear it out too or fast enough. So, but that's further in, so you're good, right? Say the enemy team is coming in from A long, where I just came from. You have a trap there. You don't necessarily have to put a trap there. Or, I mean, you could, because if you put a trap there, they're gonna push back out, But at that moment, if they push in, push back out, and they're gonna push again, right? You can activate your trap, sit back here, and then if you see their toes coming in, you just shoot them. You have an advantage. You have the first initial shots, which are critical. If you can hit everything else, you're good. And then if somebody else is coming from this direction, if they trip your wire, they're going to be in there.
Cage triggered.
Boom. You have a lot of area to cover if they push in, so you're really good. You're golden at that point.
10 seconds
And then you
left.
can just watch everything else. You can take your camera back and then kind of watch inside A short if you wanted to. But other than that, that's pretty standard at this point. All right, so let's go ahead and rotate to B. Take a shotgun. So if we're defending on B, there's not much you can really do, right? Because B is kind of a big, bulky, garagey area where there's not much places to hide, not many places to you can be sneaky with your traps or tripwire. So one thing that I like to do from here is like to watch mid. So if you can quickly as possible put your camera, try to put it behind the flag. This one's in front of the flag, but sometimes I can get it right on the flag, and it's kind of, people won't really notice it as well. So I like to just gather information from here, see how many people are coming in, how many people are not. You can tag one person, go right out, go right back into incognito mode, and then you're good to go. I would say hold off on the tripwire here. Many times, if they're going to rush B and push in really hard, they're going to give it all they got, right? So they got to raise. They're going to throw grenades on here. So if you put a trap here, it's going to get destroyed because Raze's grenades are going to destroy it. If her grenades are going to destroy it, what's it called? Phoenix's fireball is going to destroy it. If his fireball doesn't destroy it, Breach's stuns are going to destroy it, you know? So it's a very risky point. It's almost kind of pointless because you know they're going to rush in this direction too. So unless you want to use it to hold them off or know somebody's coming in. If you're defending B, nobody's at A, you want to watch this side. You can put a trap there or tripwire there. Or also, you can even just go ahead and come out here and put a tripwire there, and then watch that corner as well.
10 seconds left.
As for the cages, we'll have to do this next round.
Cage triggered.
The cages are kind of a hit or miss. If you can get in a good spot, like on this corner right here, you're good, because then you can activate it. Not that corner, this corner here. Then you can activate it, and then you can kind of see the same thing as you would in A with the enemy's foot. So I'd say for B, just use your
cage triggered.
I mean, you could kind of do that. That's not a bad idea. You could kind of do that. Yeah, you can kind of do that. But I'd say for the most part, hold on to your cage traps or your cages, and then, you know, just do the usual. Put it there. And now remember, you're gonna want to do this fast because there's gonna be a sniper here or somebody just walking in with a gun trying to kill you. So as soon as this opens, just bam, put that there. This is right on the flag too, so this is perfect. And then get information, get out as soon as possible so they don't kill your camera. And then you're gonna leave your camera there for the entire time because you can watch mid, which is perfect to see if anyone's flanking around or anything like that. Other than that, B is pretty stale. It's tough to cover, man. C window, actually let's do C window first, because that's another good spot that you can hold off to if somebody's gonna be shooting from the window or even covering this spot. What I'd like to do is put a trap right on the front of the door, on the gates. So if somebody just rushes in or whatever, they're gonna trip the wire. So let's see this. So I'll put a trap right here. It's a tough one. They're gonna go right through. And this one you can't even. Wow, I never knew that. Okay, you can't even shoot this one. This one's invisible. This one they're gonna have to shoot. But you can put one there, and then C is a really good spot, right? So you want to take your camera out. You want to put your camera on here. It's a really good site to hold on. Right? That's one spot. That's one camera placement that you can put. And I love to put that when defending. Or I just figured that spot out, so I'm going to start using that. But that's a really good spot. If you're on C, you want to place your camera. If they're going to be coming C long, you're going to want to place your camera. I'd almost say just up here. If you're going to watch C long. But generally, this is a good spot up there. Another good thing with the cages is you can put your cages over here. So like, if I would, it's too high.
30 seconds left.
There you go. So put your cage there, right? Trigger it when you think the enemy's coming over.
Cage trigger.
Boom. And then you can see their toes, and then you can just shoot them every single time, right? I saw that one online, and that's super useful too. So you just line yourself up, and make sure you're not too high enough where it bounces back out like I just did with this one. But other than that, other than your tripwires, you want to kind of place them in a good spot. So back there, barn doors where they're going to be coming in from the other direction. Here's also a pretty good spot too. Alright, so let's grab the bomb. So now we're on offensive, right? On heaven or haven. If we're gonna go A side, these are the best spots that I find to put traps in when you're covering your flank and then pushing as well. Most of the time, what I like to do is put a trap back here because generally, when you're pushing A, right, somebody's gonna come around. You know, somebody from the other team is gonna try to flank you. So in order to catch them on that flank, the best thing to do is put the trap like right there. Yeah, this works better. Put as close to the corner as you can, so that way it's going to be really hard for them to shoot it out or even jump over it. I say when you're coming in this direction, A short, clear your corners. If you can kill the guys here, if there's nobody here, what I like to do is put a camera right there if you can, and then you can see where everyone is from this direction. You know what I mean? You have really, really good eyesight on this direction. If you can. Sometimes it's very tricky because you have no idea. What I do most of the time too, if I know that there's a lot of people here, is I'll creep up, put a camera there, and then you can see the general direction. But you're gonna see, watch, once you put it in there.
Left.
Come on. If I'm coming up this direction, I put it up here. But you're gonna notice that you can't really see every corner and every nook and cranny as you would with the other camera placement. So this is just literally a quick glance. I'd say you can also leave your camera there if you wanted to when you plant the bomb. And then if you want to just stay back in these corners and do that. But generally, once you're in here, you're good to go. I like to place traps back here if somebody flanks around. And I also like to place a trap.
No more charges left.
Oh, the traps were left behind there. So they're going to come. That's the only way to flood into A. So they're going to hit that trap. You know exactly where they're coming from. The next thing to do is just sit and wait. If you can watch C short, this corner, this angle right here, tag them. Boom. Or you can put the camera on A long and then go from there. You know what I mean? Now, like, B is a little bit tricky here, okay? Because there's a lot of areas and a lot of there's huge margins of errors on B, right? There's many places you can put stuff, but there's also many places that aren't really good angles that you can put your camera at. B is also one of the weirdest spots on the map. So when I push here, what I like to do is I can either put a camera here, watch barn doors like this, or if I'm pushing up and really want to watch my back and make sure nobody flanks in or sneaks in from barn doors, I'll put a trap there. Same thing as I did with defending. Put a trap there, move up, and what I'll generally do is I'll push up, and then I'll hold my camera, but I'll put my camera like up here, or if I'm this direction, put it up here, and I can see this corner over here. Like if I'm pushing up this direction, I'll just put it over there. I can see that corner. I can't see this corner, so you're blind. So you're gonna have to go in really, really careful. With my cages, when you're pushing up like this, I'd like to just do this and then plant the bomb right away. It's a really good strat, but like I said before, B is one of those weird, super open spots to plant a bomb. So if it's really hard to do it by yourself, because there's not many areas that you can cover by yourself because it's so open.
30 seconds
But I mean,
left.
that's generally how I like to flank. And then once you're in there and you have 2 extra traps or whatever, if you have 1 more left, I'd say if that one in barn door hasn't been triggered yet, you can put this one like on this direction because you know they're gonna be coming from that direction. You can hold this angle with A, and then you can also put a cage out here, cover that while you're going this direction, shoot somebody, you know, or you can just camp back here. If you're scared, if you're that scared, you just camp back here. So let's go ahead and go C this time on defending. Now C is gonna be a little bit different.
Okay.
With the cages and all that, I like to push with the cages because they're really critical in getting on site. So say your team's pushing in, right? Somebody, they're sniping from back here. You have another op sniper coming in, trying to shoot him as well. What I like to do is put a cage there and then line them up so I can just run through them one after another, plant on site, Hopefully one of my teammates can smoke this area as well. I can plant. We're in. Bada bing, bada boom. Once we're in, I like to put a trap back here to hold that corner. And also this is really good right here if they're coming in A short. Now, like I said before, the camera placement for this is critical because you can really watch every single corner that you know that's possible on this side of the map. Once you have the camera placement, you can literally just chill. Then you can cover every single corner, and you also have your tripwire too. So if an enemy is there, they're coming in, hit the tripwire. Your teammates are probably camping in one of these corners, like this one right here, or holding this corner right here. You can catch them off guard. Boom, boom. That's it. And a good thing is you can also watch C cubby, which is amazing because a lot of people like to camp there, and then see if they're coming in and see, tag them, shoot them up. You're good to go. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my go-to when I go to heaven, and how I defend and how I rush in with Cypher. If there's any other thing that I can think of, I'll be sure to upload another video on it in a different section. But that's it. If you guys have any tips or tricks or know of anything that I forgot or anything that you want to tell me, be sure to do that in the comments, man. I'd love to read what you guys have and what type of information you guys know on Cypher, and you know, maybe there's an exploit or whatever that I haven't patched up yet that I forgot that I can do. But other than that, man, we're good to go. I'll see you guys then. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like, dude. Support the channel. Alright, dude. Peace.